Sounds good. Nigeria Chambers from Big O Belt Media. Stephanie, thank you so much for your time today. Congratulations. We return back to the world of Twisted Metal for season two on Peacock, July 31st. How you doing?
Yeah, good. How are you?
I'm well, I'm well. I want to get into really the chemistry between you and Anthony because at the very core base minimum of this project is I feel it's just two best friends going on a little adventure, a little bit of road trip. And yeah, we understand the world of Twisted Metal is chaotic, and we also
Yeah.
know this is also layered in romance. But like at the minimum, we feel this very organic relationship of just two best friends going out there to the betterment of the world. Can you take me a little bit behind the scenes how you two were able to build that organically? That I would feel supersedes the characters, but actually of just the two actors.
I think it was there from the very beginning. Even my audition with Anthony, my initial audition with him, we just had that rapport. We weren't afraid to sort of play. And, Anthony talks a lot about acting being like a tennis match, and you want to be with somebody that can like volley the ball back to you and go back and forth and back and forth. And I really feel like that's the relationship that we establish as actors, and it is written on the page for Quiet and John to have that relationship as well. So it just all kind of like fit really well together. We were really lucky.
So, and in all due respect to your professionalism, like, but how do you maintain composure when it's clearly somebody that I feel is probably targeting to try to make you break character? There's moments where you can say, that's pure Anthony right there.
I mean, I've had a lot of training. I had 8 years on a sitcom with very, very, very funny actors. So I had a lot of practice before being around Anthony Mackie. It takes a lot for me to break. I mean, I've worked with Chelsea Peretti,
Yeah, yeah.
It takes a lot for me to break.
And in their adventure, their journey, there's a contentious moment where it's really sparked upon and around trust. Why is trust so important for Quiet? And even when it comes down to the person who sort of broke the trust, which I'm not going to reveal, but when
Yeah.
it comes down to the person that did so, why even was that even more important than the relationship that they had with that person?
I think in any relationship that you've got with anybody, whoever it is that you bring in close to you, you want to know that you can trust them, right? That's why it's so difficult for Quiet to be close to anybody. After the death of her brother, it's like, well, who can I rely on and trust, And even in season one, you see that she gets this she's promised that if she works for X amount of time, she's going to get her little piece of land by the ocean, and then she and her brother will be safe forever. And that's not the story at all. She's absolutely like taken advantage of and essentially becomes an indentured servant. And the
Yeah,
same happens to her brother. And, you know, when you're talking about how risky it is right now in the world to be yourself,
mm,
think it, it's really hard to trust people. It's really hard to know who's got your back,
yeah,
right? And it's hard for Quiet as somebody who has lost her family to
yeah,
trust anybody. And she does trust John at the end of season one, but when we meet her at season two, it's been 7 months. So she
yeah,
doesn't know him the same way that she did before.
yeah.
And so and there are all these new people in her life, like Dollface, Mayhem, the other dolls, like how much can she trust them? How well do they know her? It's only been a little while. So
Yeah.
Quiet's really keeping a lot of things close to the vest.
I gotta ask you, it's almost like a trigger word for us, I would say, in the black community. But when you hear from the 99 to the 2000, it just sparks a certain measure of energy amongst folks.
Mhm.
In that very moment, which by the way, you look beautiful today.
Thank
You
you.
put on a fantastic red dress there. And you have to, again, in the tennis match with Anthony, who's just
Yeah.
obviously being his genuine self there.
Yeah.
Talk to me about filming that scene, and what did you sort of think when you heard that that was going to be a part of it? The music choice, of course.
The music choices all along in the season are absolutely out of control. I cannot believe some of the rights that we got. And I
I
had
know, right?
MJ sent me the whole playlist of everything that we got, and I was like, no, no, for real, we got it, we got it. I mean, I just cannot even believe it. And I think the nostalgia factor is
Yeah.
something that really people are keyed into with our show, especially, and the fact that they're gonna hear those songs. I mean, I'm just so excited for people to hear those songs. And like, my own prom was 1999. That time period is really etched in my brain. I didn't get to have a She's All That moment, but I really get one in this. So
Yeah.
I was very excited for all of those episodes to come out.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
Well, Stephanie, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations. Twisted Metal Season 2 returns to Peacock starting July 31st. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you. Thank you. You too.
Thank you.